Today, we will talk about top 10 expensive things that millionaire owns. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. World-renowned innovators and revolutionaries in their areas include billionaire business people. 10. Elon Musk and his James Bond submarine car, $1 million. Elon Musk recently surpassed Jeff Bezos as the richest man in the world. According to the BBC, the Tesla CEO is worth more than $185 billion. The largest automaker can purchase any vehicle anywhere in the world. But what really drove him to go well above the car's original value was a James Bond submarine car. This car's backstory is quite fascinating. A storage unit was sold in 1989 at a blind auction for $100 to a couple from Long Island, New York. When they opened the locker, they discovered a 1976 Lotus Esprit sports car that was used in the James Bond movie The Spy Who Loved Me. The vehicle was known as Wet Nellie, a specially designed submarine. 9. Jeff Bezos' Museum Turnhouse, $23 million. The former Textile Museum, a 27,000-square-foot building, has been purchased by Jeffrey P. Bezos, the founder of Amazon and owner of the Washington Post, with the intention of turning it into a single-family home, according to a person with knowledge of the sale. Ivanka Trump and her husband, prospective presidential advisor Jared Kushner, will be Bezos' neighbors, as will President Obama and his family, who are renting a neighboring home for their post-White House residence. 8. Bill Gates and the Scriptures of Leonardo da Vinci, $30 million. Bill Gates is not recognized for being a wasteful spender. He drives a Tesla very humble, considering how costly cars can get, doesn't like to buy expensive clothes, and can be seen calmly waiting in line for a burger at the same Seattle drive-in he's been going to for years. He has committed to providing most of his income to charitable causes, along with Warren Buffett and a small number of other billionaires. 7. Larry Page and his luxury yacht, $45 million. Larry Page, the billionaire co-founder of Google, recently paid Sir Douglas Myers of New Zealand $45 million for the superyacht Senses. The elegant 194-foot adventure superyacht was designed by Kush Yachts and constructed in 1999 at Germany's Schriersjard, with a renovation completed in 2010. The interior of the superyacht was designed by Philip. Split-level decks offer private side pods, open and shaded sunbathing areas, covered outdoor dining places, and unorganized seating areas. There is a spacious, light-filled gym and a private beach club with a jacuzzi pool and large sunbeds, both designed with Stark's unique style. 6. Mark Zuckerberg and two 700-acre properties, $100 million. Land properties are always the most expensive things in the world. According to reports, Mark Zuckerberg paid more than $100 million for a plot of property in Hawaii, where he plans to build a private getaway befitting one of the richest men in the world. The CEO of Facebook purchased a portion of Kauai, the fourth largest Hawaiian island, according to Forbes magazine. A spotless white sand beach, a former sugarcane plantation, and an organic farm will all be part of his 700 acres on the North Shore. Since there are no private patches of sand in Hawaii, the beach must continue to be accessible to everyone. 5. Larry Ellison and his Hawaii island, $300 million. Oracle's billionaire founder chose to purchase the property in 2012 after visiting the isolated Hawaiian island of Lanai and falling in love with it. With a $300 million investment, he acquired 98% of the island, which has roughly 90,000 acres of land, a population of 3,200 people, and two Four Seasons resorts. The island, known as Lanai, is almost half the size of Mumbai and covers an area of 90,000 acres. There are two luxurious Four Seasons resorts on the island as well. 4. Carlos Slim and his Museum of Artworks, $800 million. The billionaire unveiled a new museum in Mexico City to display his huge collection of European and Mexican artwork. Carlos Slim, a telecommunications billionaire, refers to the museum as a gift to his nation. The sleek, contemporary structure is already being praised as a brand new icon in Mexico City, but it is also being condemned as the pet project of a man who is more business savvy than artistic. A 6-story, windowless, steel building with a surrealist hourglass shape is Slim's new Sumaya Museum. Local critics have drawn comparisons between the structure, which was created by Slim's son-in-law, and Spain's Guggenheim in Bilbao. 3. Mukesh Ambani and his sprawling home, $1 billion. This richest home is one of the most expensive things in the world that was bought by a billionaire. The richest home in his native nation, and the entire world was built by the Indian magnate, with $1 billion of that fortune. Ambani's home is a 27-story, 400,000 square foot building, according to Forbes, with 3 helicopter pads and 6 basement parking levels. It is said to have a ballroom, a theater with 50 seats, and 9 elevators in the foyer alone. It is named after the legendary island of Antilla. The mega mansion owned by Ambani needs about 600 employees to keep it up. 2. Steve Cohen's 14-foot preserved shark, $8 million to $12 million. Numerous wealthy people have excellent fish tanks, but it is nothing compared to owning your own pickled shark. The world's most unusual work of contemporary art, a 14-foot tiger shark, preserved using a mixture of alcohol and formaldehyde, was purchased by billionaire hedge fund manager Steve Cohen in 2004. Cohen bought the work, formerly titled The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living, more than a decade after art tycoon Charles Saatchi first bought it for $93,000 in 1992. New York Magazine stated that Cohen paid between $8 million and $12 million for the item. 1. The Sultan of Brunei's car collection, $5 billion. Owning the most expensive things in the world is still a dream for some billionaires, but not for this one. The reclusive Sultan of Brunei is the owner of the largest car collection in the world, which is thought to number 7,000 vehicles and be valued at more than $5 billion. You won't ever see his cars unless you are a close friend of the absolute monarch of this tiny, oil-rich kingdom on Borneo's north coast, because it is private. It's unfortunate, since there are some incredible vehicles, many of which were particularly ordered by the Sultan or his equally dedicated younger brother, Prince Geoffrey. It's believed that he kept Rolls-Royce and Bentley afloat during their most difficult times because he was such a big car collector and customer. In the early and middle 1990s, the Sultan and his family purchased about half of all Rolls-Royce and Bentley vehicles sold. Many were custom-made. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.